All right, welcome to the first look at Week 8 Pro Football Doc. Look ahead to Week 8. Sunday Night Football is still not over yet, actually hasn't even kicked off. So you get the very first look at injuries here every week. Go to the YouTube channel here and hit subscribe to the Pro Football Doc channel. You'll get notifications. Appreciate it. So Week 8, overall not a bad week for injuries, but quarterbacks and running back injuries. Patrick Mahomes did not have a concussion. He will be cleared to play versus the Giants on Monday. How do we know that? He was on the sideline the rest of the game. You can't be there if you have a concussion. He spoke to media. His neck got snapped back, but he is fine. Zach Wilson will not play next week. Pcl sprain. He mentioned it in game. We talked about the PCL. The rough timeline, best case is 2 weeks, could be 4 weeks. He easily could be headed to short-term IR. It is at least a grade 2 sprain. There is laxity, as we've explained on video and in game. Russell Wilson will not play in Week 8, but he is on pace to play Week 10. Next week, he's going to get the pin removed from the finger that we've been talking about. Baker Mayfield, the Halloween game against the Steelers, he should return to play. He's headed that way. Don't worry about the fracture. Once again, we've talked about it in another video. It's not an instability fracture. It's not unstable. It's more an indentation. And go to the YouTube channel and look at the surgery videos of a patient, a very similar patient, a rugby player with a very similar, quote, fracture and labral tear that we fixed on Friday. Running back injuries. Josh Jacobs, I think he will be fine, but for Week 9. Week 8 is a bye for the Raiders. We didn't see anything significant on his chest injury. Miles Sanders, Week 8, is unlikely to play, and the reason why is he has a fairly significant inversion ankle sprain, similar to Saquon Barkley. Other major injuries, Jonnu Smith left the game in the second quarter, probably has a AC joint sprain. Jalen Waddle got lucky with he got his foot out to avoid a high ankle sprain. Panthers cornerbacks, CJ Henderson possibly aggravated his shoulder. Thankfully Jackson returned with an ankle, but that's something to watch. Titans left tackle issues. Lewan was out. Lamb did not return with the ankle. Lewan with concussion has a chance to come back for Week 8. Jerome Baker, knee, apparently not severe. Von Miller, ankle. He did not finish the game, and that leads into our cluster injuries. The Broncos were already out 3 of their 4 starting linebackers. Now with Miller, that would be 4 out of 4. But I do believe Von Miller has a chance to return to play and likely will. This has nothing to do with his ankle peroneal tendon injury from last year. Bucs secondary, something to watch. Carlton Davis still out on IR. Bunting is out. Dean injured his shoulder and also his thumb, and that is something to watch. Their top cornerbacks on the Bucs. O-linemen for the Bears, bookend tackles. The left tackle's been out, their high draft pick. Jason Peters was an in-season signing. Now their right tackle eliminated due to COVID in Week 7. But let me tell you, Week 8, he's not going to be there either. Or unlikely to be there. He needs 2 negative tests, otherwise he needs 10 days, and chances are good that he will stay on the COVID list. And lots of pressure on Justin Fields today as a result, including 3 strip sack fumbles. Key matchups, Pittsburgh at Cleveland. I don't think it's a scary proposition for Baker to play. It's not high risk for him to play on Halloween. He'll need to put the harness on tighter, but I believe he can play. Carolina at Atlanta, you know, their top Atlanta wide receivers against some of the injured cornerbacks, something to watch. The Bengals were a great pick for us, underdogs on the road, and they won outright. They were one of our injury selections. They play the Jets next week, and it will be without Zach Wilson. Book that. San Francisco hasn't even played this week yet. They are at Chicago. We'll see how that game goes, but the bookend tackles will still be out for Chicago, most likely. And the Giants at the Chiefs. The Chiefs were pummeled this week, but Patrick Mahomes will be there. But Giants still have lots of wide receiver problems. And Saquon may have a chance this week, but it's not guaranteed that he'll be able to play against the Chiefs. This is our first look ahead to Week 8 here. Subscribe here at the YouTube channel or go to profootballdoc.com. Thanks.